Hello and welcome to the Ross Cloud Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Ross Sr. And this platform was created to motivate and to inspire in hopes that you will become a better you. Listen, we have a very, very special guest in the building. Listen, again, he's no stranger to the Ross Cloud Podcast. We have the one and only Mr. DeAngelo Milliner, fashion consultant, fashion guru. I'm going to put some respect on his name.
I appreciate that, fam.
What's happening, fam?
Not much, man. Living life, enjoying life, excited about life.
Yeah, man.
And excited about new ventures.
I know, right? So I want to tell you, man, thank you so much again for gracing us with your presence here on the Ross Cloud Podcast. And, I want to just say to you, thank you, man, for just really just being like a true friend to the Ross Cloud Podcast. Someone that we get a chance to share a lot of these beautiful moments that we have in growth between the both of us.
Yeah.
Two entrepreneurs trying to do something
amazing.
Yeah. And change the world.
Absolutely. And we will.
And we will.
One step at a time.
Yeah. One step at a time.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for you, though. I'm so excited for you.
What were you
man.
excited about?
I'm excited about your new show that's going to be coming up.
Absolutely.
I had to throw it out there. Here recently, we were talking a little bit before we got started, which we tend to do quite a bit, which is, I think, is great. It builds relationships. That's one good thing about conversations.
Absolutely.
I love. And we were talking a little bit before the show. And, it didn't hit me until you actually said it. You said, I hit 25K. I said, what? And now we live and we talking about it. Yeah. I'm like, man.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful,
it's
though,
beautiful.
Man. Yeah. So what has this been like for you, though, DeAngelo? 25K?
It has really been a whirlwind, bro, for real, because I set out a goal for myself. About 2 months ago, I created a manifestation board because I'm big on spirit, being in tune, making sure that I put out what I want and make it clear. Yeah. And so my goal for myself at the end of the year was to hit at least 10K. Okay, that was my goal. Yeah, that was my goal. Mm-hmm. And so, and talking to one of my friends, she was like, if you want to do it, just stay consistent. Yeah. Just be consistent, True fact. And so sometimes I would be consistent, every week I would do my Motivation Monday. I'm being real. I would do my Motivation Monday. I would be my, my Transformation Tuesday or Freedom Friday. Mm-hmm. And then, I would also just kind of like go on and post different things that I was doing. Yeah. I think a lot of times people come on my page and they get a little overwhelmed because it's a lot that I do, which is why I named my page Everything DeAngelo. Everything DeAngelo is all encompassing of what I do. It brings in the fashion, it brings in the candles, it brings in the music, it brings in the candles. Did I say candles? I think I did say candles.
I think you did. Okay. I'm over here occupied trying to open this candy. Go ahead.
It's all good.
But I want y'all to know I'm listening. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, D.
Everything DeAngelo is just all encompassing of who I am. You get the real me. I'm a multifaceted person. And so when it got down to the rise of the 25K, it came from a video that I posted about a month ago, maybe 2. I think this post was in June. And, Instagram will give you little recommendations. And so I feel like those little recommendations are kind of like, okay, do this. So, and it may not pop at the time. I think that's the thing that people don't realize. It's like social media, it runs off of an algorithm. And so whenever you post something, it may not pop in that moment. I think that post may have gotten 400 likes in the very beginning. Gotcha, okay, 400, which also is good considering I only had 2,000 and some followers at the time. Okay, pushing 3,000. Sure. So this past, I think it was last Monday, I started to hear my phone going ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, what in the world? Yeah. And so I go and I look. Yeah. And this post is blowing up. Wow. It was the post of the transformation dress, and then it was the post of me and my man dancing at a wedding, right? I love it. Now, mind you, the one of me and my man dancing at the wedding was getting very negative energy. Which I don't care about what energy it gets as long as it gets energy.
Yeah.
You know,
I see where
it
you're
gets
going with that.
attention. I don't, people are like, how are you taking these negative comments? Because
don't
guess
care.
what? At the end of the day, those people don't know me and I don't know them.
Yeah.
I don't care about their opinion about my life because I'm living my life according to myself and my God.
Yeah, I got
Any
you.
convictions that I may have, they come from my God.
I get it.
Not from people. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that people have to realize. You have an opinion, but that doesn't mean that I got to come and wipe that opinion up and clean it, you know, and make it my opinion.
Sure.
That's not mine to take.
Sure.
So yeah, this rise to 25K has been a roller coaster. It's been fun, but I've had to put my phone on mute.
Yeah.
I have never used Do Not Disturb so much in my life.
Yeah, man, I tell you, man, I'm super excited for you. You know, just looking back, because our first introduction to one another was through Jet Black.
Absolutely.
And, we had an interview. I can't even believe it's been that long ago, though.
Ain't it been like 3 years?
It's been about,
because I think it was when I first moved back from New York.
Okay,
so it's been 3 or 4.
I want to say 4.
Yeah, it's probably 4. It's probably pushing 4.
I think it is pushing 4. But to see the evolution and to see where you're going and to see what you're doing, and I must admit, you've always been consistent in my eyes, though, because even though I might not have seen you, the universe always have found a way for us to bump into each other.
Absolutely.
Because we did here. We actually did here.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here thinking, like, did I even know you were here, though?
No.
I don't think.
No, you didn't, because we
were in the same building with
we
me,
ran
man.
into each other downstairs.
Was I leaving?
I think you were.
I was coming in.
And
you
I was
were
leaving.
And I just know when I hit that corner, it was like,
what you doing here?
I was like, man, you ain't gonna believe this, man. I'm in the same building. He said, I'm finna. These were his exact words. And you know what? You can tell him.
I said, I'm finna come upstairs because I got to see this. I got to see this because I was so excited and so proud of you because
absolutely.
I knew the story.
Absolutely.
And so I'm always going to celebrate somebody's win, especially when they are fighting. They're hungry.
Yeah,
There's
man.
a difference between just wanting to do something and have a hunger for something.
Really fighting for it.
Yeah, because when you fight for it, you let nothing hold you back.
Nothing at all.
And it was like you took that moment with all of the negativity that was being said and things that were being thrown your way.
Sure.
It was like you bottled it up and you said, no, I'm going to make some shit happen.
Man, and we did.
And you did.
Yeah, I did.
And now you're literally sitting in a manifestation. Like when I think about like where we first initially met, which was Jet Black. Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup.
Amazing studio.
It was absolutely amazing. To go over across the hall. You know what I'm saying? And you still had a nice setup. But the thing that I love about you is the fact that even though that setup was nice, it wasn't enough for you.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't enough. And so now to come here and see what you have built out is amazing. And the thing that makes it even better is that you know you put in the work.
Absolutely. Nobody did it for me.
Yeah, you did it for yourself. It was you and God.
Yeah, there you go.
You and God.
There you go. And of course, the support of my wife. I can't leave her out.
No, we cannot. Because let me tell you.
But you know,
that woman there, she makes sure it's on point.
Yeah,
every time.
Absolutely.
Every time.
Ain't playing no games with
None.
me. Yes, sir. So we're going to shift. We're going to continue to make it about you because we're going to talk about your show. I'm super excited about this. First of all, this is a venture. This is DeAngelo's show. Hands down, this is his. For him to do whatever he wants to do. And really, this is just his first season. Absolutely. And this is going to be his first season. And I'm excited about us partnering on this. But it's all DeAngelo. I want everybody to understand. But I don't want to talk too much about it. But I want him to talk about his journey and him evolving into, listen, this guy, again, he's been wanting to do this. This is not something that, this is not something that he wasn't sure about doing. This is something that he wanted to do.
Absolutely.
I got to say that, though.
Absolutely.
Even though we're talking about, us working together, but this is something that DeAngelo, this is his vision. We're just going to be a part of making his vision come to life. Right. And that's what it's all about, the support in making something like that happening. But I want to kind of talk about this journey to becoming. Yeah. Pretty much. You going into this crazy new thing, man, because here you are now, 25K. And the thing is, you were very smart. It's a strategy.
It's a strategy.
Because I remember when you came to me, it's like, Ross, my address,
Yeah, we were talking last week.
We were talking last week about it. And honestly, I don't even think it dawned on me like, okay, there's a strategy that's got to be in place.
Yeah.
You just did it.
Just did it.
So let's kind of talk about that, talk about the dress that you created. We all know you're a fashion designer and everything. And you're not just that. You sing, you perform, you do a lot, DeAngelo. You're jack of all trades, and you're good at each one of them. But more importantly and more specifically, let's talk about you moving from that to now. You're going to ride that thing right into the future. Your show.
Yeah.
Into the future. So I'll let you have it. Go ahead, man.
So the crazy thing about that post is that dress was made 8 years ago.
Wow.
It was my very first transformation dress that I ever made. It came from my very first show, the Alpha show. And the Alpha Collection. That's the name of the collection.
Okay, gotcha.
But if I'm not mistaken, the name of that show was Becoming.
Was it really?
If I'm not mistaken, the name of that show was Becoming.
Wow.
I have to go back and I have to look, but it's really blowing my mind how God works.
Sure.
Because it's in the moments where you feel like you want to give up and you want to give in, that God shows up and he shows out. And, I remember my moment with the Saucy Santana outfit, okay?
I remember you doing that,
yep. I've had a lot of viral moments, and I didn't know how to drive that when I had those viral moments.
I got you.
And sit in that lane. So it's like now I told God, I said, the next time that this happens for me, I want you to make me ready and available. To do what I need to do to sustain it. Because I can understand why people get such a trip off of social media. Having this moment, it lets you know how much of a euphoric thing it can be if you utilize it the right way.
Very good word.
And so this time I said, God, if you give it to me, I'm gonna ride it until I can't ride it no more. And so now I didn't want to start the show until next year, but it's like, no, we have to start now, and everything DeAngelo is going to be all encompassing. I want to bring my friends that have done some amazing things, in the world and have built their lives from the ground up. I want people to see that regardless of where you are currently, that doesn't have to be your always. But it all is about your mindset. Your mind is a powerful thing.
It really is.
And they told us that in school. Your mind is a powerful thing, but they didn't teach us how to really use it. They used our mind to manipulate us. And manipulation plays a part in being stagnant. A lot of people don't realize that. We are literally, a lot of times, I don't know if you've seen the movie, They Clone Tyrone.
I haven't seen it yet.
You have to watch it.
I gotta watch it. It's been out a while.
Beautiful depiction of how we as a culture are stuck. And we're stuck because we don't want to change our mindsets. When you stay in the hood, it's like, no, this is my block. You know what I'm saying? This is my block. You can't come on my territory.
And you don't even own it.
And you don't own it. You know what I'm saying? And they keep us in that cycle.
Absolutely.
To where it's like, that's what you think your all is. Like, you can't get any further. But when I think about it, I'm like, yo, if some of these dudes that's out on the street took that coin that they were getting, you can buy the car.
Oh, yeah.
But how about we invest in some stock?
Yeah.
How about we put that money into our community? You know what I'm saying? Like, even though some people wouldn't want to accept that money, it's still a thing that you can do to better your community.
Yeah.
You could be a different type of dude on the corner.
Yeah. I attribute that to, not attribute that to, but to your point. And, Jay-Z said on that 4/4 album, on the 444 album that was written very well when he said, why not buy the building that your mom lives in? To that point, I don't know it verbatim, the lyrics verbatim, so excuse me, y'all, that if I'm saying those words wrong, but he was like, that building was worth $2 million. Then I should have bought it then. Now it's worth $25 million. How you think I'm feeling? Dumbo.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel a dumbass. I feel like a dumbass right now.
Your mind was on something else.
Yeah.
And there's an agenda that's always pushed out. Yeah. Let's talk about hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying?
50 years,
like,
baby.
50 years, but
beautiful.
Let's talk about the evolution of hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop used to be a thing that was more political. It was more political back in the day. It had meaning. It spoke about what black culture needed to do to survive, to advance, to thrive.
That's right.
But now you think about it, when you look at hip hop, hip hop is telling us to be out in these streets. It's telling us that we have to dress a certain way, we have to look a certain way, we have to act a certain way. And if we don't act that way, then we're not a part of the black culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or the black experience.
I love that.
And then a lot of the times you got to think about these artists, they're paid. Yeah. And when they leave and go home, they don't live the life that in their lyrics. They may have at one point in time, but now they don't live that life. And so now you're sitting here and you're idolizing what you hear, and you're taking that in and you're wanting to live that life. But it's like, that's not the life they live. So why is that the life that you have to live? They go home to their wife.
Oh, yes, sir.
Or they go home to their husband.
Yes, sir.
And
Whatever.
their children.
Whatever.
And their maid, and their house, and their nice cars, and all of these things.
They collect them checks off of real estate and businesses.
Absolutely. They're smart about it. And it's like, why can't we push that agenda into our community? Because
I love it.
That's what our community listens to. That's what our community emulates.
I love it. I'm glad you brought that up about being different and not being like everyone else. The one thing I love that you said is when you made reference to the music, and there'll be a few people that will be objective with you, and they'll say,
absolutely.
They'll say, well, it's your responsibility to tell your kids not to listen to this and not to do that. But on the flip side of that, I still think that, as people, as humans, there is a responsibility still that we have to say, hey, man, put the guns down.
Yeah.
You can hurt somebody. Now, I'm all for rights to own a weapon.
Absolutely.
I mean, for protection purposes only.
Right.
But to just turn it over somebody, as you stated, over turf, over a color.
Yeah.
Nah, man. No. Just because there's beef going on, I don't want to hurt you. I don't care what color you wear, bro.
Absolutely.
I could care. I want to see you do good.
Absolutely. But you know what? We are some magical beings, bro. We are. We're some magical beings. And if you can suppress the magic, then you have suppressed the culture.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like, we're stronger in numbers than we are divided.
Yeah.
And once we as a culture figure that out, then we can begin to build.
I love it.
It could be Wakanda forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really could.
It really can. One question. I'm glad you said that. This is a great segue to ask you this question. And I might have asked you this before, DeAngelo. I might have asked you this before in us speaking before, because sometimes we have some long conversations, DeAngelo, and nobody's even here.
Absolutely.
But it's always a vibe. It's always a good vibe. It's always real conversations that people need to hear probably sometimes, though, DeAngelo. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to ask you this, and again, I, for those that have watched DeAngelo and has followed him or even followed me and heard our conversations before, I'm going to ask DeAngelo again, because sometimes, it changes, or you may say it a different way.
Right.
And maturity brings about growth and change and all of that. So what would you personally like to see being a part of the LGBT community? What would you like to see happening in society today? As a person that's part of the culture but doesn't put emphasis on that, it just so happens that I'm a part of the culture.
Right.
This is who I am. Yeah. And the boldness also that comes along with that, DeAngelo, because now you're at a place now, as you shared with me before, I'm intentional about when I say it now, because for years I felt like I was being suffocated or muffled. I had a muzzle in my mouth and I couldn't say anything. Yep. And so I'm free now, so I'm saying it. So let me take that back when I say you're not putting emphasis on it. You're putting emphasis on it, but you're not putting emphasis on it. But that's because I know you.
Right.
I know you. So I know why you're doing it. So what would you like to see, though, within the community to better these relationships between heterosexual men and men that are part of the LGBT community? What's the misconception that people have, and what would you like to see, pretty much?
I think
I went around the world with that one, bro.
It's all good. It's all good. But I feel like the first misconception that we always have is that, I'll say this. First, we need to realize that we're all men.
At the end of the day, yeah.
At the end of the day, we're all black men, okay? And we already have enough division within our culture anyways. You already have people who feel like they're at the bottom. You got the middle class, and then you got the upper class, right? Yes, sir. But then it's a thing of, can we just have conversation? And I know a lot of times it's hard for a straight black man to want to have a conversation with a gay man, because a lot of times it comes off film. You know what I'm saying? And I know I have my cunty moments, but anytime I'm having a conversation with someone, I don't want that to be the thing that fuels the conversation. I got you. Yeah. Because I feel like we're already looked at as if, we gonna come in, hey girl, how you doing? What's good? Yeah. What's poppin', daddy? How you feeling? And but a lot of times, see that when I greet you. But go ahead. But a lot of times, straight men, that's the fear. I got you. Of being hit on. Yeah. Like, as if we want you, and a lot of times that's not even the case. Nah. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the case. Like, right. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Some of y'all don't even look clean enough for us to even want to really be like, yeah, let me get at that. But I think that's really the thing, though. The thing for real, it's that just because someone that's part of the community, the LGBTQ community, it doesn't mean that they want you. Just because you can have a conversation with some. Yeah, and not even be like that. And not even make a sexual advance to you. Right, right. I feel like that's the thing. Getting that comfort level. And I'm a witness to that. Yeah. So, Getting that comfort level, because gay doesn't rub off. You're either born this way or you're not. And that's the honest to God truth. Yeah. Regardless of what anybody wants to say, you're either born this way. Yeah. And to be born this way, it's a tough life to live, because we already have so many stigmas placed upon us. Yeah. You're black, you're gay, and then you hear your family, oh, they gay mess, Leviticus this, the Bible this, and I'm like, yo, how long has it been since we have not lived up to Leviticus law? Right. Leviticus law was swiped out when God placed Jesus in the picture, at the forefront. Yeah. That was when grace was extended to everybody. So as a gay black man, it's hard because we're always thrown the Bible, but then when I flip the Bible at someone else and I say, well, what about your sin? There's no measure to sin. All sin is weighed out on the balance, on the same level, the scale, and they balance. Yeah. If we be truthful, you know what I'm saying? If we're being truthful. But we want to put emphasis on the one thing. That people feel like is an abomination. Right. You can't procreate. Baby, I have a child. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can't procreate. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, being real, I have some people that will be willing to have a baby for me.
Gotcha.
And we would raise the child and live happily.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know, and I think the other thing is people have to get their minds out of this social construct that we have too, where life is just X, Y, and Z. Life is more than that.
Yeah.
Life is literally what you make it.
Yeah.
Your convictions are your convictions. That's your relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion. You're entitled to your opinion.
Absolutely.
But examine yourself before you give that opinion to see if you are actually able to give that opinion. Are you verified enough to have that type of opinion over someone else's life?
Yeah, I see exactly where you're coming from. I mean, you sit down and you have an intelligent conversation with someone, and you can debate, you can disagree, but at the end of the day, every man has his own will.
Absolutely.
And regardless of how much you disagree or what you don't like to see, hey man, nothing you can do about it.
You can keep swiping. You can move on.
You can always move on. Listen to something else, see something else, listen to what you want to listen to, whatever you want to do. So I would like to see more of those mature conversations too. We're gonna try to make that happen on Ross Cloud, though. We talked about it, but
it's needed.
Yeah, but you man, this right here, I remember when you said you wanted to do your own show, and now, man, you're getting ready to do it. And you guys haven't seen his work yet, though, but I've seen his. He did his own. I mean, he had a photographer. You had a photographer, right?
Yeah,
do the work.
But shout out to Katrina Wise.
Okay, there. Oh yeah, she's amazing.
Katrina Wise is amazing.
She's amazing. Yeah, she's dope. I think she took some pictures of the missus before. Yeah, she's amazing.
Amazing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She's a dope photographer too. Yeah. So the photography was just beautifully done, and then on top of it, I have your business cards over there. So the business cards are. I don't know. It's amazing. And did you do the rest of the work too on your?
I do all of my graphics.
Man, the graphics on there was amazing. The placements.
Thank you.
Everything that you did a great job, and I can't wait for the public to see.
I'm excited.
Yeah, about what you're coming up with. We kind of know, but I'm not going to spoil it for the people. Yeah. Well, we do know.
Yeah, we do know. We do know. We do know.
But DeAngelo's going to do some amazing things. His candles, I'm burning right now. I'm burning. What is it? Cuffing season.
Cuffing season. It smells like cuffing season.
Yes,
too,
sir.
Baby. You want to cuddle up with somebody? Come on, be.
Yes, sir.
Be mine for the fall.
Yes, sir. Get right for the fall, baby. And this between this, I do like the Hot Boy candle too.
And
this
nightcap.
One. And nightcap.
Yeah,
Those are my three must have right there. They just smell absolutely amazing, and I still got to get my shirt made. I just been busy.
It's all good. We both been busy. It's all good.
Well, we both been busy. Soon as this right here, so I think I'm done. I got a few more things to do, and then I'm gonna get at you and say, "Hey, man, listen, this is what I want." You kind of know what I want.
Yeah.
We kind of discussed it a little bit,
make it happen.
But DeAngelo is just an amazing individual. His work speaks for itself, and I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to the future for you, man.
Future is bright. It's
yes, sir. And I got a question. Listen, DeAngelo, I got a question for you though.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going show a lot of fashion without giving away too much? Are you going to? Because I know you're a fashion person too. I know.
I have to encompass everything. So you know, one of the things for me in starting this was I knew every episode I had to be dressed.
No doubt.
I have to be dressed.
Yes.
And so I don't know, like I sometimes as an artist,
that's right,
and a manifestor, you get a little nervous and anxious when things like that happen. So it's like I know I have to show up every time. So now I'm just kind of like getting the wardrobe together. I'm like, okay, well I know I'm gonna be making some stuff, so let me go and start creating these reels and posting and all of that stuff.
Yes, sir.
It's amazing, because I literally heard God say, "Get a team." And and it came from our conversations too, because I'm learning the importance of you can't do it all on your own. And
it's tough.
It is tough. It's tough, but the thing that I also learned from you is that you have to find people who want it and love it as much as you do.
As much as you do.
They respect you as much as you respect yourself, and they want your brand to be at the top or at the forefront. And that's the important part about finding a team. Yeah. And, I'm putting those people in place. So I'm excited. Oh, man. I'm excited. Like, I'm so excited. I'm nervous as hell. Sure. But I'm excited because it's a lot of things that have to be said to open the eyes and hearts of people.
And like I told you before, I think you're the person to do it. I don't think that you're going to have any problems. I think you've been around me long enough to pretty much pick up on some things. I picked up on some things, there was some hard conversations you've had with me about moving forward. So this relationship is deeper than just encouragement. It's always saying like, yo, Ross, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I think it's good to have those kind of friendships.
Absolutely.
Where you can just go ahead and just say what's on your mind and not wear your emotions on the sleeves, because it's all about betterment. It's all about becoming better. It's all about advancement. It's all about upward and forward mobility.
Yep.
Always. No matter what it is that you're doing. So,
always.
Again, I can't tell you again, I appreciate you for just being, very, very genuine. No judgment. Well, we've had some great conversations just sitting in here, man. I can't even imagine what your conversation is going to be like. When we turn
as we go into the show,
out, because I know you're going to say some stuff that I'm not going to say.
Yeah, you ain't finna say that on the Ross Cloud podcast.
I'm not going to say it. But
you know me, I don't care.
No, you don't. Care. But I'm really looking forward to. Being a person that'll be in here when those conversations are going down, and I'm going to just be looking in the background just laughing. I know me. I'm going to be sitting here giggling and laughing and loving every bit of it, because you're showing your true, authentic self. And you pretty much have said it, but what can the people expect from everything DeAngelo on your show?
For one, they can expect like the real raw me. That's one thing that I want to give, but fashion, motivation, entrepreneurship,
everything pretty much you do now.
Everything that I do, I just want to talk about it all, and I want to have a lot of amazing people on here to do it, because I have some friends that people wouldn't even believe that I have as a friend, and they're like really good confidants of mine. So, but another thing is, I do want to thank you. I do. I want to thank you. It's a CNS thing and the Mix Network, because y'all really blessed me with this opportunity.
Absolutely, man.
And I remember prior to you setting this setup, we were sitting there, and I almost didn't get through. I almost wouldn't have been able to get through my interview. So because it's been so many times that I've been given an offer. And it being redacted. And not on anything of my own, but that goes to say it's always about God's timing.
Yeah, man.
It really is. It's always about God's timing, and I'm glad that you guys see my heart. And you guys see the vision. And you guys have given me this opportunity. So thank you.
Man, listen, man. You're so welcome, man. You are so welcome. DeAngelo, I pride myself on being helpful, but not to the point where I've had to learn this. Let me say this. I've had to learn to be a help, but not reduce my value while I'm helping. And your response to this whole moment for me, honestly, we probably would have went a whole different way. But again, it's you. And I remember me and the Mix Network, Jamal, we sat down and we discussed it. And for us, it was a no-brainer, because we know the work that you've put into this. We know the sacrifices that you've made. We know the conversations that you've had with us when it comes to building and making change. And the things that you've done upstairs in your space that I've seen, because I've seen a lot that you changed, the new paint, just a lot of things that you've done, and I'm still not privy to everything, the things that you're building for yourself. If we can assist you on your first season and be a help, then that's exactly what we wanted to do, because we understood that, hey, you're still building your vision and your dream for what you're trying to do. And, you know, I still say to you, if there's anything, the same way you shouted out to me, the only thing is I'm hard-headed. I did not call you. I just started working. But the one thing I can say, DeAngelo probably going to call me and say, Ross, can you come do this for me? And Johnny on the spot, he know I'll do it. But I said all that to say that, you know, whatever I can help you with based off of my experience of what I've done thus far, dude, you know I got you.
Absolutely.
I want to see you. I want whatever you decide, however you decide to build and do your next thing in your second season. I'm excited for you, and I'm going to be right there, bro, to assist the same way you was there.
It's the manifestation for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said in your second season, it's the manifestation.
Absolutely. Second, third season, you know what I'm saying? Who knows, man? You might be in a big building.
Hey, you never know.
You never know.
Be on Key TV, somebody network.
Hey, man, you never know, man. So
you never know.
I think that when you speak this way, those things happen.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's important to sow seed. What we're offering to assist you on this, I look at it as a seed. You know, it's a seed being sown back into us, but it's also a seed sown back into you, because you don't know where this will lead.
Absolutely.
You know, I remember we was talking about it doesn't matter who gets there first. But if you're a part of the journey, we get there. And that person, hey, let me introduce you to my man right here. He got this, and this. Who cares if you go first? Who cares if you get the sponsorships that are necessary for you to get to it? Sometimes the right people got to get in position for you.
Absolutely.
And it's okay. Wow. I wish people could kind of get that. Your job right now in the universe is to assist them to get to where they're going. Yep. Because God has provided a way for you to get to where you are. Yep. You know what you want.
Yep.
So you're not moved by anything that's happening for your friend, for your buddy, for your colleague. Your thing is to cheer them on and celebrate them as they go up, even if they get there before you.
Exactly.
You can say, man, I was there to witness it. I knew he was going to do it, or she, or whatever. I knew they were going to make it. I was there, and it happened. Oh, my God, he's on BET. Oh, my God, he's on Fox Network.
Yeah.
And you can say you had a hand in assisting him, along with God's help, because God is moving through you to assist them with the vision that God has given them for their life. Man, that's a powerful thing.
It is.
Man, you know, assist. When you think about basketball, when you think about football, assists go a long way.
It goes a long way.
I have assisted this man.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron assists people all the time.
All the time.
Man, that dude got so many assists.
All the
time. You know how powerful that is to be a well-rounded individual? You assist people in becoming. There are people who have assisted me to get to this point.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You can't disregard those seeds that's been planted. The seed was planted, you get a chance to see it flourish. So I'm looking forward to this seed that we plant back to you from myself and Jamal. We're looking forward. No, we're expecting it to flourish and become everything that we know that it's going to become. Yep. So we're believing God for you.
The overflow of that.
Yeah, the overflow of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're looking forward to it, and we can sit back and laugh and be like, that Negro did it. And we can laugh. And when you pull up in that Ferrari, say, Ross, I'm going to be like, boy, that boy, he did it.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if I hand you the key.
Boy, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's just how God works. He a big God. Ain't no little God over here.
Ain't no little God. You know what I'm saying?
Big God.
Boy, you hand me that key, I'm going to be like, now you know I can't get in here. I got to bend down.
I can't say what I want to say.
Boy, I be struggling to get to that thing. What? I had my wife laughing about that. I said, girl, I ain't getting no darn Ferrari. We be falling out the darn car and squatting and getting up. But guess what?
Hey,
we getting out of it, though.
We talking about the future, so you
We
never
talking about
know
the
what
future,
the
right?
future Ross gonna look like.
You ain't lying, because I'm working on it.
Listen, you never know. Because I never thought the future DeAngelo would be like this.
I got you.
I never
yes, sir.
expected that.
Yes, sir. The future, which, you know what, though? Honestly, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We have to change the way we speak. Have to change the way we talk about something.
Yeah.
I can get in and out of that bad boy.
Absolutely.
I just use my elbows and push right on
There
out
you
that
go.
bad
Where there's
boy.
a will, there's a way.
Yes, sir. Yes,
There's a
sir.
will, there's a way. But yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Man. Your
This is
color
gonna be great.
scheme is great too. It's amazing because it kind of matches now. What's
It
in.
does.
That's
Yeah.
blown away. And I wasn't even trying to do that. I just like these colors.
Yeah, because when I came in, I was like,
It matches. When I look at your business
I can
card,
get down with this.
yeah, it matches your colors.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a purple, almost like a hot pink, purple,
I'm gonna mix you up, a
lavender.
magenta.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a, okay, you know colors, so, you know, whatever these colors are,
Yeah,
bro.
we hit the M. It was magenta.
Oh, magenta. All right.
Magenta. Yeah.
Yeah, you hit us with, like Jay-Z said, this mauve.
Yeah.
It's mauve,
yeah,
bro. It's
yeah,
mauve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
this is dope. I'm so appreciative, man. Like,
for sure, man.
so appreciative, and I'm
Oh, we're going to kick this
so
thing off,
excited.
man. We're going to
Yeah.
kick this thing off.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to kick this thing off. Now, are you planning to, like, do things on Instagram, too? Are you
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be,
of course.
You know, like however you, with those five, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're going to be doing stuff on Instagram as well as your YouTube
Yep.
page and everything like that. DeAngelo.
Everything is
you gonna
gonna
go live
coincide.
too? Are you planning on going live?
You know what? I'm not a live type bitch. It is something about going live that
Okay.
kind of vexes me.
Okay,
And
then.
TikTok and Instagram always tell me, "Hey, go live, be more well-rounded."
But I know you
got
like you're
business.
not. Yeah.
But it's so, I don't know. It feels a little, and I don't know if I want to use this word.
Sure, go
it
ahead.
sounds a little psychotic to sit there and talk to yourself.
Okay.
While looking at yourself.
While looking at yourself.
And reading, like, it's
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I
it
see what you're
doesn't-
saying.
A lot of times it doesn't correlate and
I
make
see.
sense to me
Okay.
as to why.
Okay, I
like to
understand
have
that.
more interpersonal
I
type
see
of-
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you. So it's kind of, I'm with you. I wonder if that's why I haven't gone live yet.
Yeah, it's
I have
weird.
to have people in here if we're
Yeah.
going to do that. If you're going to go live, you got to have.
You got to have somebody.
Yeah, because you already do your motivational things on Instagram now, TikTok as well, which that's a I've done a few of them, but I'm not consistent enough with doing those things like that. Though,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
It takes a certain discipline, I'll say.
Yeah,
Because sometimes we think that we don't have time and we have the time.
man. Sometimes I feel like I don't have
Yeah.
time, but you know what? Today I probably could have.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I'm just saying when you
learning
think
I'm learning
about
that.
it.
And we'll talk some more like brainstorming and things after
Yes.
this that'll
Yeah.
help you with
I got you.
having your content. But
Yeah.
it's definitely a thing of prioritizing your time and trying to do things ahead of time so that if something does happen, you can't say, "Oh, I don't have it." No, you have it.
Absolutely.
It's in your arsenal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That's
And
so
it's
true,
so
D.
crazy. It's so crazy. Like the stuff that your parents used to say to you when you were younger, and you be like, "Oh, that's so dumb." Like for me,
Bro, you're using them now.
using them now.
Using them right now,
I hear my
DeAngelo.
mom always, "The early bird catches the worm."
It's so true.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Bro,
You know?
it's so true.
Yeah, and then another one that I like, but I got this after I became a coach at a facility that I used to work at. Separation is in the preparation. That hit hard.
Yeah, I just
Separation is
heard,
in the preparation.
I just heard somebody, I don't know who it was. Godly. Can't think of his name, but he was talking about those moments where he, what's the term he used? What's another word for separation?
Division.
Not division. And maybe isolation.
Isolation. Okay.
He talked about isolation and how sometimes isolation is needed in order to go up.
You have to.
Because when I think about certain things that I've accomplished, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish them had I been out and about. Mm-hmm. So I had to be isolated. I had to be quiet. I had to do the work. Because sometimes hard work requires isolation in order to get to that next level.
It does.
Because when you sit back, when you stand back, you're like, wow, this thing is coming to life. Right.
Yeah.
When you think about everything that you want for your vision, what you want, sometimes you got to be isolated and be quiet so you can hear what the next move is.
You hit it. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
That's what that isolation is about.
Mm-hmm. Which requires separation. Yeah. Which requires separation.
I call it the incubation phase.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah. You
know, because I've been through quite a few incubation phases.
They're always good.
Yeah, but it gets lonely there. You know, it gets lonely because we as people, we're humans. We need, we need other people's interactions.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why a lot of times people are scared of the silence and to be alone. But if you use that alone time the right way, God can really do some things in your life.
I like that.
And you can hear some things a lot clearer. Just by being in those moments by yourself. Don't focus on the aloneness. Focus on what you can do in that time. Seeking God and really listening to see what it is that he wants for you. Because a lot of times he puts us alone just for that reason. Work on us.
Yeah, just be quiet.
And you miss the moment because you feel like you got to have the music, you got to have the TV, you got to have the people, you got to have the club, you got to have this. But it's like, no, if God is putting you in a season where you need to be alone, ask God, what is it that you want me to learn? What is it that you want me to do so that I can grow and be better when I come out of this season?
I love it. I love that because you're being set up.
Absolutely.
You're being set up to succeed, really.
Absolutely. Think about an egg. The egg has to be incubated.
Come on now.
And that egg is a single solid egg.
Yeah.
And it's literally sat on.
Yeah.
And pressure is applied on it.
Yeah.
That hen is sitting on that egg and applying pressure.
I like it.
And once that incubation phase is done, that chick pops out a whole new thing.
A whole new thing, right?
Ready to see the world.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. God, you got so many analogies, so many metaphors you could use with that.
Absolutely.
Too, DeAngelo. I'm sitting here thinking now, you think about the cocoon and the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. There's a great deal of pressure that's applied when that silk is spinned around you.
Around them. You know what? Somebody said something, and I can't remember if it was Bay. I don't mean to cut you off because you hit that cocoon.
No. Go ahead.
And
I was done. Mm-hmm.
And it was a picture, like a guy had a picture on his desk, and it was a cocoon. But the guy was a butterfly at the moment. And they were like, who is this? And he was like, that's the old me.
I like that.
That's the old me.
Now,
so it's like and now you see the current me, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to sit and look at where you came from. A lot of people don't want to look at that, but it's like you have to look at where you came
look
from,
at that.
So you can appreciate your right now.
Oh my God, DeAngelo, it's always amazing to see what you've done. It is.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
And I didn't even think about it, but I'm looking around and it's all worth it. The restless nights, the tired nights, the investment. You got to invest into yourself, man.
You do. We invest into all these people.
Yeah, man.
We got to pour into ourselves.
You got to pour into yourself.
Yeah.
But the gratification that you feel, what you feel after you do it, it's amazing. I'm tired right now, but I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy. Yeah. And I can't imagine how you're feeling right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even with when we were talking today, you was like, Ross, you know what? I wasn't going to do this. I'm doing this today. It's like an adrenaline rush. Like now is the time. I need to do this right now. There is no waiting on this. Because the moment you drag your feet, somebody else is thinking the same thing.
Absolutely.
Because we don't know what's going on in the universe. Somebody, God could be tapping somebody else. That's just how big God is. Yeah, the same thought, Just say it a different way to them.
Absolutely.
But the moment you drag your feet and you wait, that person is moving right in position because guess what? I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready.
So I think it's dope that you decided. You were spontaneous about it too. Which I thought was cool, too, because I know a lot of times we try to shy away from being spontaneous. But, man, when you're spontaneous about things, man, sometimes that thing just work out. When you move, you shock yourself sometimes. Like, I'm not dragging my feet on this. I'm finna do it.
Yeah.
And after you're done, you was like, wow, I did that.
I did it.
Right.
And look at the outcome.
Look at the outcome. Yeah. Yeah, you feel good about it.
You do.
You
do.
Especially, and I think it's good that, when you have those conversations with people, with colleagues and friends who really, really care about you and care about your success, when you have those conversations and when those colleagues and those friends see that, wow, he listened to me. Okay, I need to take my own advice because this dude listened to me. It all works together for everybody, don't it?
It does.
I'm amazed at what somebody can say to you, the power in somebody saying that to you. But not only that, the power of you really believing what they're saying to you is true.
Absolutely.
And when you tap into it, man, it's amazing, right?
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Sometimes you don't know your strength or your ability because you live your life as you every day.
Yeah.
And that's like, even with me, like I'm preaching to myself right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like, I've been on this whole weight loss journey. It's been about 3 years. I was almost 350 pounds. And so I see myself in the mirror every day.
Yeah.
But sometimes I still see that 350 pound person.
Yeah.
And it's like until you see someone who's also been with you through that journey, and they look at you and say, dang, you look good.
Right.
You lost a lot of weight.
Lost some weight, right.
It doesn't click, until that moment. Because you live with yourself every
single day. To your point, I remember today, just now, a few minutes ago, you said to me, hey, man, you're losing weight.
Yeah, because you can see it.
Yeah. I really started taking it serious. I started taking it serious. And you know what else, though, DeAngelo? I've become a little bit more disciplined. I'm not saying I'm perfect within me being disciplined, though, okay?
Right, of course.
But that's just like yesterday, me and my wife, we went out. It's our anniversary weekend, so we enjoyed the whole weekend, bro. Part of that weekend, I worked, but that's what mature people do.
Right.
We still focus on the goal. We're celebrating, but we're focusing on the goal, right?
Because we can celebrate.
There you go. So yesterday, I don't know if you ever been. Have you ever been to occasions?
I have been to Hold on, in Burlington?
In Burlington.
I have.
Lord have mercy. Listen, man. So yesterday, we decided we was going to go to occasion, soul food restaurant. We went to another spot in Burlington. I think it's Dixon's Jamaican Cuisines.
Oh,
also,
that sound good, though.
Oh, it's the bomb, and it's beside another soul food restaurant called. I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of it.
All this going on in Burlington.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm like,
I'm
okay.
not eating a lot of this stuff right now. But,
listen,
it's all good.
It's all good. There's a way you can bring some balance to that, okay?
Yeah.
And the reason I'm telling this is because of what I did afterwards. So, when you eat good soul food, I mean good soul food, nigga-itis is going to hit you. The itis is going to hit you like never before, right?
Ready to slump over.
So I had to drive home. So you can imagine I'm sitting here, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Because sweet tea is sweet tea.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So you got the sweet tea, which was amazing. Like, they had everything that you could just imagine that your mama or family member would cook. It was so good. And I ate so wonderful. And I'm going to go back again. You just can't eat that every day.
Right. No, you cannot.
The service was impeccable. The food, it was clean. It was just everything about it was just on point. So the reason I'm saying that is because we ate there yesterday. You know, when you eat heavy like that, you don't want to eat nothing the rest of the day.
No.
And so although we did get hungry because we ate at about 11, 12, but that food sat on us. You know, it's heavy food. It's delicious though. Oh my God, Jesus, it was so good. You hear me?
Did y'all do the buffet?
Yes, we did.
Did they have the chitlins on the buffet?
They didn't have the chitlins. Let me tell you what they did have. They had fried chicken. They had ribs.
Ooh.
They had, fried chicken, ribs. They had fried fish, bro.
Okay, so I could have ate there. Okay.
You could have ate there. Fried fish. They had macaroni and cheese, potatoes, crowder beans, green beans.
What?
Yams. I'm talking about real candied yams.
Can I get to the yams?
Yams. So, bro, they just the bomb. That's all I can say. I absolutely enjoyed it. So afterwards, I'm prolonging this story because the food was so good.
Clearly, you painting a picture for me.
I'm painting a picture for everybody. So, man, I messed around, and I decided that I was going to get me a piece of red velvet cake.
Oh, see, that's where you messed up.
That's where I messed up.
That's where you messed up, because I know the cake was thick.
Oh, it was wonderful.
They had the pecans on top.
Oh, I ate the whole darn thing. They had pecan pie. They had pound cake. They had cobblers. They had apple and peach. Put the ice cream over there. You put it on your cobbler. Okay. Banana pudding.
My God.
So at any rate, I knew that I was going to go home and go to sleep. So we decided to do some walking around, me and the wife, and so we could feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
We full.
Yeah.
Done ate good. Real good at occasions.
You ready to go sit on the couch, turn on TV, and fall asleep?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we went home. Well, we finally did that, but I made a decision. I got hungry. So what I did was I ate watermelon. We chopped up our watermelon, and I drank a lot of water. And I didn't eat anything else the rest of the night.
That's good.
You bring some balance.
It out.
Yeah, so I said, let me drink. I'm hungry, but me and my wife, we ate fruit the rest of the evening. Cherries, watermelon, cantaloupe. That's what we ate and got full. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And drank tons of water the rest of the evening. So I think it's all about bringing balance, that yin and that yang.
Yeah.
But
let's be real. Life is all about balance.
Life is all about balance, DeAngelo. That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
And everything that we do, we have to make sure it's balanced.
It's a balance in that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not too much of everything.
Exactly.
You have to bring the balance in there.
Absolutely.
And you have to know when.
Yeah.
Because your body will tell you.
It will. And sometimes you will ignore your body.
Sometimes you ignore your body and say, hey, let me go ahead and indulge a little more. Right.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's so true. So, listen, we're getting off subject a little bit. We have a great conversation. But, listen, y'all make sure y'all keep it locked and stay tuned for DeAngelo. He's going to be coming out soon. And we're definitely going to be advertising it, in our storylines. We're going to do some reels, too, to advertise, to push it. So, man, y'all make sure y'all just keep it locked. Stay tuned. DeAngelo's, he's going to be doing some magnificent things. DeAngelo, tell the folks, and for those who don't know, tell the folks how they can follow you, how they can purchase some of your candles.
Absolutely.
And everything.
So the Instagram is going to be Everything DeAngelo. Most of my social media platforms are Everything DeAngelo. So you got TikTok and Instagram that are Everything DeAngelo. For the candles, that's going to be Official Decents. So official, the letter D, and then SCENTS. And my clothing line is Designs by DeAngelo. So you can go there on Instagram and find me as well. Oh, and I started a TikTok for the candles. I didn't know that. I don't know what I'm about to do with it, because Everything DeAngelo is like very much a force of its own. So Yeah, but I started TikTok for official D-Sense, and you can get the candles at DeSenseCandlesandMore.com. There you go, because we do ship, and you can do local pickup. Yeah,
absolutely.
We ship nationally. Well,
No. I know exactly where you're coming from, and listen, it's well worth it, everybody. I promise you, because the smells are everything.
I tell people, if you want a sexy smelling candle, hit me up.
Oh, absolutely.
Room sprays, body moisturizer.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You got the sprays,
and we also got colognes now. So
that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more spray for you too. The spray, the what do you call it?
The room spray.
The room spray.
Something getting you something for that right there. So when you can just
I forgot about that. Yeah, for my diffusers. So
guys,
guys, he's gonna have stuff for the diffusers and everything. So, what's the website? The
website is DeSenseCandlesandMore.com.
There it is.
Yep.
DeAngelo, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the future, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you, man.
Right.
Yeah. That's right. So listen, I hope you guys have heard something today that can help you become a better you. So keep on loving each other and loving everybody else and show respect. Listen, this is the Ross Cloud Podcast. Make it a great day. Keep being great. Peace.